Welcome back. My name's Simon Turner and I'm the campaign manager for Driving for Better Business.
I'm Peter Golding, the founder and managing director of FleetCheck.
In this video, we're going to be looking at some of the challenges facing employers with non-essential drivers. And one of the key groups in that category would be car drivers. So you might have a field sales team or regional managers or even the management team of the business, typically going out to meetings in cars. And I would imagine a lot of those staff now are working from home, and that covers me. I typically work from home quite a bit, but I often go out to meetings, and now I'm at home all the time. Peter, you work in an office most of the time, but like me, you're now at home all the time.
Yes, I know, and quite strange, albeit initially a pleasant experience. I think now we're realising quite the adjustment that everyone's having to make to home working. I mean, you talked about non-essential drivers. I mean, one of the areas that we're seeing more and more with the companies we're talking to, where they are furloughing their drivers, we're seeing an increasing number of not just car drivers, but clearly the van operators, where they know they can't safely put their team out on the road, even if there was potential work that they could pick up. They've made a decision to look at the welfare of their employees and taking the right decision in many cases. But it creates its own challenges, and suddenly somebody being extraordinarily busy to either working from home, as you said, or being furloughed, can have quite an impact on their mental well-being. I know it's an area that you have a concern over as well, Simon.
Yeah, absolutely, Peter. Mental health, I think, is going to be one of the biggest challenges for all workers during this difficult period, and all employers, actually. You know, whether you're working from home, whether you've been furloughed, or whether you're even still working. Everybody is going to have anxieties and fear of whether their job's still going to be secure in a few months. Some people are going to be having some very difficult times at home, being part of what is now effectively a much bigger cohort of lone workers. And as an employer, I would recommend you seek out some of the very good resources that are available online. One such is for the charity Calm, which is the Campaign Against Living Miserably. We've just put their website up on the screen now for you to contact them, and they'll help you how to manage those relationships with your staff. And I think dealing with those anxieties are going to be key. And one of those anxieties is going to be around finances. Clearly, their income isn't as secure as it's going to be, is it?
No, it isn't, Simon. As you say, I think we're talking about furloughing people. Obviously, they're looking at 80% of their normal salary. And if they are a company car driver, as we mentioned at the beginning, these vehicles that they're paying benefit in kind are going to be sitting on the drive. I mean, albeit there is pressure at the moment for HMRC to review this situation, just so we're clear, if the vehicle is made available prior to and after a 30-day period, you have to be a 30-day period currently for you not to incur benefit in kind taxation, but the vehicle needs to be not available. Now, sadly, at the moment, you may think, oh, I can sawn the vehicle, which means nobody can use it. But the driver literally has to hand the keys back and the vehicle back, which may not be practical because the office is not being manned. So be aware, as far as there's a benefit, and hopefully the lobbying that's going on at the moment to HMRC, and I appreciate this may well have changed by the time you've seen this video. So please go and look at the sites to see where the information is. But for the company's perspective, you've got Class 1A national insurance to pay on the benefit in kind on a vehicle that's not being used. And clearly the driver, whether they're a van driver or a car driver, they will be looking, and that would help. But bear in mind, please, that there are rules and regulations about what the HMRC will deem to be on that side. But anything you can do to alleviate anxiety, stress and pressure on the drivers will obviously help. And I know, from our side, we're seeing technology as we're using now with Zoom to be able to actually visually look at it. And I know that's an area that we're going to cover off on the next session anyway, Simon. But over to you, maybe just to conclude this one.
Yeah, so I mean, again, that's a brief overview of some of the challenges involved if you've got non-essential drivers currently working from home or furloughed. In the next video, we're going to look more closely at the support that's available for you as a business to try and help you through what is a very challenging time. So thank you.
Thank you.